Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast on YouTube. We are here for our WWE SmackDown live reaction. Tonight should be a pretty good SmackDown. It is the go home show to King and Queen of the Ring. This Saturday tomorrow. Should be a pretty good show. Uh, yeah.
That should be a great one. I mean, the kickoff, and yeah, I'm actually gonna be watching tomorrow.
What is the website you go to watch some shows? Because I'm on YouTube TV and like it's a weather thing going on. Like the news is on and it's blocking out the whole thing.
Let me put it in the private chat. Let me see.
I hate when this happens.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
But they're just showing news. Normally TMZ is on before SmackDown. If anyone watches, you just have it on Fox before SmackDown, you probably know TMZ is normally always on, but just news. And where they're reporting about the news is it's like 4 hours away from me. Doesn't even affect me. Yeah, tonight should be pretty good. As you can tell by our thumbnail, we have the two finals on the SmackDown side. We already know who's going to be in the finals on the Raw side: Laura Valkyrie and Walter. On SmackDown side, we got Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. On the men's and on the women's, Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. So yeah, it should be a pretty good show. This show is pre-recorded. Not this show, but SmackDown is. It already happened in Saudi Arabia, so there's spoilers going around, which I've tried to avoid because I don't want to know what happened. Jason, thanks for watching. Definitely appreciate you. Who are you guys going for in this um, in these two matches that we have for the King of the Ring?
Welcome, Jason from down under.
I've already lost my predictions because last week on our review I said Tama Tonga was going to win this whole thing, and I don't think he's going to win now. Just because Walter won on.
Yeah,
But I would really love to see Walter and Randy Orton. That match has never happened, I don't think.
that would be great. You're right. This never happened before.
I know a lot of people are going to be complaining that it's doesn't have a build or anything, but the King of the Ring is a build technically.
Exactly.
I feel like this year they made the King of the Ring feel more important because if anyone doesn't know, Triple H said in a press conference or something that the winners of the men's and women's King of the Ring will receive a world title shot at SummerSlam. So
Yeah,
it's kind of got more of a it's got more of a meaning to it now.
and that's what's great, man. I love how now there is something at stake when it comes to King of the Ring. That's great. That's the way it should have been.
Yeah, like in the past, the King of the Ring um, it felt pretty big, when Stone Cold won it and uh, stuff like that. But then over the years, they brought it back. Like it went on hiatus for a while, and they brought it back. Uh, it was just like you win the crown, you just get to be king. Really, it's like you're king, and that's it. Like you don't really get a title shot or anything. You just carry around a crown for a whole year.
Yeah.
But now you get to carry around a crown and possibly win a championship.
Now that I like that. I really do because that's something that, like I said, that should have been done like from the beginning of King of the Ring.
No,
I really want Bianca to be the Queen of the Ring. I really do.
yeah, she would be good, Queen Bianca.
Yeah, you can lie with this with the snake skin gear. I like that.
Now, if anyone watched our Raw, I said this a minute ago. Lyra Valkyrie and Gunther Walter won the King of the Ring
Yeah,
matches. Um, the best match in that entire show Monday was Lyra Valkyrie and Io Sky. That was a really, really good match.
I loved it. And do you know there's already people complaining about Valkyrie already?
See, they don't want Becky Lynch. Didn't they give them someone else besides Becky Lynch? And then they don't want that. So
Exactly. It's weird. It's so crazy, man. I mean, and I mean, and there's a whole cluster of fans out there that do not know how to watch wrestling. They don't know how to sit back and just let a story unfold, let a character be developed. They're so much of of this whole thing to where they're like, okay, well, if she's not being pushed right now, then she sucks. You know, if they're not doing anything with her right now, then obviously she's no good. And it's like, come on, man, sit back and just watch. That's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, like you look at how the Rock came to be. I mean, that was pretty organic because of the fact that sure he came in as this campy character, but over time the fans, it wasn't rushed. It wasn't really rushed. It was over time. And then the Rock was like, you know what? Fine, I'll be the asshole you want me to be. And it's like you have to take the time to do it. And fans these days they want that stuff right now. They want it all microwave ready instead of letting it cook.
they don't know what they want. Because, they got mad when Liv Morgan didn't win the women's championship in that battle royal. And then when they
Yeah,
push her and they're not they're going to put it on her, then the fans don't want it. So, like, what do you really want?
exactly.
What match is going on first?
Bianca and Nia Jax,
I figured that would start the show. Hopefully, I can get this stupid thing to work.
and they're about 8 minutes and 40 seconds into the match. Oh, Nia goes to the outside. Ooh, Belair over the top. Now, if anyone's ever watched these shows that they do from Saudi, you notice that the women are usually all clothed, like they have every single part of their body covered up.
Yeah, weird country. I don't know why they keep going over there. To be honest,
It's the money. They made a deal. They gotta go. They gotta see it through. It was a 10-year deal, I believe, they made with Saudi.
like they're wanting to renew it pretty soon. Like they're wanting to renew it and bring WrestleMania and the World Rumble there, and
I mean,
well,
as much as it is blood money, at the same time, you can't deny the fans what they want to see.
I just know. I know. I went to a talk show with Jim Ross and Jerry Law, and they were talking about their experience there, and like they felt I feel like that they were going to be killed, but the only reason
Yeah.
but the only reason that they made it out alive was because they recognized Jim Ross's hat. They knew who Jim Ross was.
Jeez, man, that is crazy.
I remember that one time everyone got left there,
Yeah, they're stuck at the airport, or they're stuck on the plane, I think.
and everyone got to go, and like Vince got to leave, and
Well, he had his own jet. He was out of there.
yeah,
Hell, he was out before they can get to before the wrestlers can get to the plane. He was out of town already, or out of the country by then.
ugh, I can get one of these links to work.
The Daily Motion one should work.
The which one?
Daily Motion. And this crowd is all behind Bianca Belair, though. They love Bianca in Saudi Arabia.
I think.
Oh, nice crossbody.
There are a lot of Valkyries in the crowd.
And we're at 11 minutes and 50 seconds. And this is heating up pretty fast.
11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yep.
All right,
Bianca's still on that leg.
should be. Everyone does know it. The SmackDown's already happened today because Saudi Arabia's time is different than a little different than our time. So they've already had it. So it's a tape show.
Yeah.
And the link I found is the full show without, like, it's not live. It's just the show. So
Yeah, you're pretty much caught up to me. Oh,
Ooh,
Belair got her up for the power bomb. That is awesome. Wow. That was all strength.
almost.
That was sick. She made that look so damn easy too, man. That is nuts.
Hmm.
That was a great power bomb by Bianca Belair. Wow. I'm a sucker for a good power bomb. I love a good power bomb.
I always thought Razor Ramon had the. Well, it was kind of like a powerbomb on the Razor's Edge, but Kevin Nash.
I've always liked the jackknife. Yeah, the jackknife.
Yeah,
And
I think
Psycho Sid had a badass power bomb too.
the. Oh, she's gonna try to figure it out. I like to see that.
Oh,
I like to see if she could pull it off. I'm sure she
I
could.
think she's done it before. I believe she's put her up there before.
I wouldn't try it, but I wonder if King of the Ring's gonna be in that exact same building.
I think so. I think they're doing the show there too. The their
King of the Ring.
pay-per-view. Yeah, the King of the Ring.
I'd imagine they would, because it feels awful big just to be for SmackDown. Oh, all right.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
She
Oh,
got her up there.
damn.
She's got her. Oh, oh
Almost.
man. That leg gave out on her.
Senton.
Ooh. She put all of her weight on her. That was awesome.
Yokozuna.
Bonsai. That was a good bonsai drop. Wow. She put all of her weight down on her. Oh my god.
That was good. That was a good match from what I got to see.
Shout out to Yokozuna. Rest in peace.
I don't know if she normally does that move, but that's. I mean, she's part of their
She
family.
started doing it when she came back.
Oh, she did, yeah. Because I noticed since she's been back, she's improved a lot in ring. Like she could talk, but her in ring skills wouldn't really back it up. But ever since she's been back, they've brought her back. She's been a lot better.
Yeah. And I think Yokozuna was her cousin. I think that was her cousin or
She's in the family,
uncle.
so some way she's.
I think that was her uncle or cousin. I'm not sure which one, but her and Yokozuna are in the bloodline.
So the finals of the Queen of the Ring is set. Lyra Valkyrie and Nia Jax.
This is good. Oh, that's good. That's nice. I like that. I like that matchup.
I don't know
That's
who's
pretty
going to win
good.
that. I like matches
Yeah.
like this because I don't know who's going to win. I mean, Lyra Valkyrie could win, but Nia
Yeah.
Jax could win too. Personally, I like to see Nia Jax win probably, just because she's lost quite a bit against Rhea Ripley and lost a battle royal, and then she deserves her flowers on something.
I agree.
But Lyra Valkyrie is good too, so if she wouldn't, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be
What's
disappointed.
Caleb? Yeah, wow, Valkyrie is beautiful. Jeez.
I wonder if those people know what they're saying.
Probably not. I doubt it. There's probably a couple of people in there that know English. They're all saying what? You notice that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying there. Like, I mean, they know the words what, so they gotta know something of what they're saying. I don't know who it was, but a few weeks ago, uh, it might have been Dakota Kai who said, uh, "Say what if you suck," and then they say what.
And they fell for it. Yep, they always do.
Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
It's a better story for Valkyria to win that whole thing. I think it's a better story for her to take it.
Yeah, I'd like to see her win. Are you on commercial break now?
Just got back. It just went back because I'm coming from another feed.
Are they showing like fireworks?
Yeah,
All right.
they're caught up.
Well, it might be on. Well, damn. I was gonna go back to the YouTube TV feed, but they're way behind. They finally started showing it. Or they're showing Bianca Belair now, and you're in.
Yeah, she's backstage with Byron.
I'm so glad they moved him to.
Their mics are off. I can barely hear them. Yeah, I can barely hear Indy and Candice because their mics are off.
Yeah, something's.
I'm so over Waste. What the hell is his name? Grayson Waller. Yeah, I'm so over him. He is annoying to me. Oh, there's another code. Just flashed on the screen. QR code.
I bet they're gonna
I've
do
been,
something like King of the Ring.
they should. I mean, it's. Have you seen what they've been doing with that? Like on their Twitch channels. On their Twitch
Yeah,
channel. I mean,
yeah, they've really been doing more with it.
I love it. And there's different words that are in those videos that they put on Twitch, and like different other codes that they put in those videos. And if you go to those, it'll take you to a link that's in the WWE web on the website, and it's like different pieces to a puzzle. It's pretty awesome.
Who's what's happening on your screen now?
Right now, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory are in the ring, and they're doing the Grayson Waller effect.
Is Carmelo Hayes out there?
Not yet. I'm at 2023.
Uh,
Get Carmelo Hayes. Man, they better do him right, man. If they mess this up, I don't know what to say. They mess up on Carmelo Hayes. I don't know what to say.
all right, hopefully, They kind of teased a feud with LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes last week.
Yeah,
If I was booking it at SummerSlam, I would have LA Knight beat Logan Paul for the U.S. title, and then the person to beat, I don't know what event, but the person to beat LA Knight for the U.S. title should be Carmelo Hayes.
that's money.
And then by that time, LA Knight should be ready for, I don't know, world title or. But the first title that Carmelo Hayes should win is the U.S. title. Like that title just fits him perfectly.
I agree with it. I totally agree with that one.
Kind of like MVP. Like some titles just slope better on certain people. These are heels going at it. This is different. I wonder if LA Knight's gonna. LA Knight's supposed to be on this.
Be perfect time to come out.
I wonder if he's gonna get a big pop in Saudi Arabia. The Grayson Waller rub. Yeah, he's got beat by two veterans 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
Lost against Cody Rhodes, lost against Randy Orton.
It's quite the rub, though, gotta say.
But that match against Randy Orton was probably the highlight of his career. That RKO.
Yeah, that was insane.
That'll probably be in the top 5, top 10 best RKOs of all time. But I think here recently, when they've been calling up people from NXT, they're not doing it the way Vince McMahon did it. Like kind of like Lyra Valkyrie, like her first few appearances, she's been winning, and she's going King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring in a big match.
Yeah.
With Vince, he would have just had Lyra Valkyrie going for the 24/7 title. That's probably what.
You know what? You're probably not off it on that one at all. You're not off at all.
Should be doing that or have a few matches and then do nothing. But I'm glad how they're like Carmelo Hayes, even though he's losing, he's still involved. I mean, he lost, but he didn't really lose
Right.
because he's still being elevated as a. I think by the end of the year he'll be a U.S. champion. Really night.
Yeah.
Has he came out on
Let
your
me
end?
talk to you. Yeah, he came out. He's let me talk to you.
What time step are you at?
Right now, I am at 24:39.
Yeah, he didn't get a big as a pop as I thought he would in Saudi Arabia.
No, he got a pretty good pop. Not as huge as in France and stuff. I mean, that was a hell of a pop.
He's got the cheers though.
Oh yeah.
Threw all that stuff out of the ring.
The first thing you did, threw everything out.
I feel like Kofi Kingston should be in this because he got palm trees. You're gonna remember it's Kofi Kingston's old gimmick.
Yeah.
No, no, he's getting some cheers in there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're already planting the seeds on some of this stuff. LA Knight's going to win the U.S. title at SummerSlam, and Carmelo Hayes is going to beat LA Knight for it eventually. Oh. They're sitting there watching him. Oh, now you do something.
Oh, there we go.
Someone's got to come out. DIY. Street Profits.
Street Profits. Hell yeah.
Damn. They're having to run down that whole ramp, and then you
That's a
point
long ramp too.
6-man tag. I smell a 6-man tag happening. Uh, that was a good view right there.
Yeah. These shots, man, are unbelievable now.
Yeah, in our thumbnail, I use a SmackDown background, but if I can, I want to try to grab that, take that view and put it as a background. Blair Davenport. Anyone doesn't know she was in AEW in
Hmm.
2019, 2020. She was gonna be her last appearance in AEW was her holding up the AEW World the Women's Championship. Then the pandemic happened, and we never seen her again. I'm curious to see
Yeah,
what.
that pandemic threw a lot of careers sideways when it first started.
Yeah, her and there's a few women that didn't get to come back. Her name was B Priestley in AEW, but she's going by Blair Davenport now. Oh, got 6-man tag. Weird. All six of these men were in NXT all around the same time too.
Yeah.
Uh, who would you like? Guys, like to see Cody Rhodes face next for WWE Championship, and if you could pick who it was, who would you want it to be again? I already know he's
Hmm.
going to beat Logan Paul. He's not. Logan Paul's not beating Cody Rhodes.
No.
So the next pay per view is Clash of the Castle. So my prediction now is Randy Orton's going to win the King of the Ring, and then at SummerSlam we'll get Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. But
Mm.
at Clash of the Castle, I mean they could do LA Knight if they wanted to, but I don't know. Could do Kevin Owens and Cody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd do LA Knight because you don't want him to lose going towards SummerSlam.
Yeah, that is pretty tough. I mean, because I mean, Lord knows, that's the last thing I want to see is Logan Paul win. Uh, Damn.
Maybe they
I
could do
mean,
Solo. Maybe Solo.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's a thought. Solo, that's a good pick. Solo.
If he loses, it's not gonna matter because he always loses. But and it could further the story when Roman comes back saying you went against Cody and you couldn't beat him.
Right.
Maybe Solo. Yeah, I'd go with Solo. What about
Not a
you?
bad choice. Now I want to see eventually one. I want to see Gunther versus Cody one of these days
Yeah, that would be
for the
good.
belt. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would. Next year's draft, I have a feeling he'll go to SmackDown probably.
That would be a match that I would pay to see. Like, oh man, I mean, and I'm trying to think. I don't know if they've gone against each other before. Maybe in other companies, but I'm not
Well,
sure if Gunther. I'm not sure if Walter and Cody have ever went up against each other.
they've never had a one-on-one match, but in the Royal Rumble 2023, they were the first two men in and the last two men in.
Oh, you're right.
But it wasn't a one-on. It was basically a one-on-one match, kind of, but they've never had a championship like that. Could headline a WrestleMania if they wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Who do you guys like to see the SmackDown Tag Team Champions face next for titles?
Mm.
Well, they've already went against Street Profits. They could do that again.
Yeah.
They got DIY on SmackDown. They won last week against Santos Escobar's group. So and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory were on commentary, so they're kind of setting up for that.
Yeah.
What other tag teams are on? Well, they got the OC Gals and Anderson. They're not really doing anything with them, so
No, I
they
think
got,
for me, I want DIY to have those tag team titles. I've been wanting that for so long.
I feel like what they're gonna do is they're gonna get a title shot on SmackDown, and then DIY is gonna lose again. But SummerSlam is in Cleveland, Ohio. That's the hometown of Johnny Gargano. They're
Yep.
gonna get a rematch, and then they're gonna win him at SummerSlam. That's probably what I could see that happening. But
Hopefully that will come to pass because I really want to see DIY with those titles. They deserve them.
if they have a match on SmackDown and DIY loses, then my prediction was correct. They'll win the tag titles at SummerSlam. Johnny Gargano will win it in his hometown. He's from Cleveland, Ohio, so that would be his hometown for SummerSlam.
Yep.
But the next team that should have those titles is definitely DIY.
Oh, clean tag by Dawkins.
Who's for the WWE Women's Wrestler in WWE right now? Mine's Tiffany Stratton. What about you?
Oh, it's a good choice. You know what? This may ruffle a couple of feathers, but I've always been a huge mark for Nia Jax. I don't know. I just love big sexy women.
I've come to like Nia Jax more. She's getting a lot better in the ring. She's just all around a lot better since she's came back. Probably because Vince McMahon's not there.
Yeah.
Stop being wasteful. Okay.
I'm not sure what we're wasting. Oh man,
Ooh,
Dawkins is running wild.
damn, that was.
Oh, he got stopped. Oh,
Yeah, Grayson up here. Oh, I love Grayson Waller's finisher. He does outside the ring and does a roll inside the ropes. He
that is a
does.
pretty good move.
He could do a cutter on that if he wanted to. If only Randy Orton could do that. Damn. What? You see what they did on the announce table?
Yeah,
Damn. And caught all his
that's
knees.
some ups, man. Oh man, look at that vertical. That is sick.
I bet that hurt. If you look at that, his whole body landed on his knees.
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed it. That has to hurt.
I wonder who hurt. I bet Grayson Waller hurt the worst. Because I seen that exact thing happen, but the guy's knee hit the other guy down low when he did something like that. It was like one of
That
those
has to
holy
hurt.
shit moments on YouTube, and I saw it. That was a pretty fun 6-man tag.
Yeah, that was.
I love. It feels like SmackDown has a lot of fun matches like this. Like they're not meant to be taken too seriously, but they are serious and fun to watch. Damn. No, that was a good. that was good.
That was a damn good frog splash. Look at all that air, man. Wow. Eddie Guerrero would be proud.
I could only imagine what he would think about a lot of these guys who does a lot of stuff like he used to do, but they do it even more extreme. Damn. That'd been a good match. Montez Ford and Eddie Guerrero.
Ah, that would have been amazing. That would have been a yeah.
Uh, what are they supposed to be doing?
Hyping up the crowd.
That was different. I like this trio.
They fit. They go well together, though. I
I never
like
would have
that.
pictured these three together, but they go well together.
Had to get those knuckles past customs first of all.
Yeah.
He smuggled some brass knuckles into the country. Arrest that man.
Gave him Michael Cole. He's gonna. You watch in the match. He's gonna drag Michael Cole into this and try to get him. The Brad Snickles. I agree.
He's probably gonna have eye speed down there. Or
Yeah, already a tease for SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. That match is definitely happening at SummerSlam.
they're teasing it very heavily. So I mean, they got to do something with it.
Who do you guys think is the best man wrestler in WWE right now? Uh,
Hmm.
I guess we'll take all injured people off the list.
Yeah, of course.
Who I would pick wouldn't, because who do you guys think is best man in WWE right now? So it wouldn't be Seth Rollins or CM Punk or someone's injured. One wouldn't be Roman Reigns. Uh, for me, mine's going to be a little bit different than a lot of people's, but for me, it's Damian Priest.
That's a good answer. That's really a good answer.
What do you think?
I mean, for me, it's hard to kind of put it down into one word. The best. I mean, because you have to think about like in ring, who keeps the crowd, in the palm of their hands, and it's hard to say. I mean, I think for pound, I think the best they have right now is probably Gunther. And I think in the next couple of years, they're going to be pushing him to the stratosphere. I think once he drops once the IC title is out of the picture and nowhere near him, then they're going to be pushing him for that main heavyweight title picture or undisputed. I mean, he can go for either belt, and he'll be a credible person to hold either of those titles. Honestly,
Yeah, he's in the King of the Ring right now. They tease a feud with Dragunov. Uh, Possibly might happen at SummerSlam or Bash in Berlin. Really, the next title is for him is a world title, the World Heavyweight title or the Undisputed Championship. And
yeah,
he could go to SmackDown in the U.S., but he could elevate that title. But eventually, they're going to have to put the world title on him, and I don't think it's going to be too long before they decide to do that.
yeah.
What is your favorite WWE pay per view of all time? Well,
Mm.
I don't know.
I guess for me, it's the one I went to is WrestleMania 38. That's
Yeah,
probably my favorite because I was there.
that was a good one. Stone Cold came out of retirement for one night.
Yeah,
That'd be tough for
and
me because
I
a
got to
lot
see
of
Vince McMahon take one of the worst stunners in person. That was history making.
yeah. I don't know what I would go with. WrestleMania 40 was really good, but there's a lot of events in 2006 of WWE that I really liked. Um, one New Year's resolution 2006. It's when Edge cashed in the Money in the Bank to beat John Cena, and John Cena held the belt for like 380 days, and he finally lost. Uh, there's been a lot of good ones. I probably couldn't just say one really. WrestleMania 17 was a really good one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what I'd go with that.
That is tough to boil down to one. I mean,
Yeah, because there's a lot of like my favorite year in wrestling was 2006. I didn't watch it live, but I watched it all back, and I loved a lot of that stuff. The ECW One Night Stand with Rob Van Dam and John
ah,
Cena.
that was awesome.
There was also some other good matches on the show too. Um, WrestleMania 23. I think that was the one with John Cena and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I believe so.
WrestleMania 21 or 22 when Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels went against each other. Uh, I couldn't go down to just one. because WWE's had a lot of pay-per-views over the years. AEW, it's easy because they haven't been around for as long as WWE has.
Yeah,
Oh, that's they got the eagle on that graphic.
that's pretty cool.
I know Cody Rhodes said that he wanted to bring back the one that Stone Cold had a lot. The Eagle Championship.
Yeah, the winged eagle. That's probably like the most iconic belt. I think the winged eagle. Excuse me, I'm flipping over my tongue.
He said that he wanted to bring that back, but since I just created that new design, I guess I don't do it.
Oh, Davis in the comments. I'm not sure, Davis. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be 2 nights or not. That'd be cool if it was.
Yeah, so in 2026, WrestleMania will be. I mean, SummerSlam will be 2 nights.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's when they're starting to do that.
I don't know if it's going to be every year, but in 2026, that's when they're going to do it.
Oh, okay.
I have a theory on why they're doing that, but 2026 WrestleMania could be in Saudi Arabia,
Oh, okay.
so
Hmm,
not a lot of U.S. fans will be able to go.
that makes
So,
sense.
so their way to give the American fans something is make SummerSlam 2 nights. I don't want them to do.
That,
I really don't want them to do Royal Rumble 2 nights, Survivor Series 2 nights,
yeah.
WrestleMania 2 nights, SummerSlam 2 nights. The only one that should be 2 nights is WrestleMania, really. But yeah, it's going to be in Minneapolis. WrestleMania next year was supposed to be in Minneapolis, so they're
Hmm.
having it in. This is 2026. Like they haven't announced where 2025 SummerSlam is going to be at. So the Edge and experience.
I don't know if he's a better athlete. I'm not sure about that one.
He better hope his brother wins that fight against Mike Tyson because
Oh man.
it's going to play a part in his WWE run.
If that whole okay, I'll say this. If that whole fight between, you know, between Tyson and the other Bratty Paul,
Nah,
if that's legit, he's about to get it. Mike is gonna kill him. If that's legit, if that's on the up and up, Mike is gonna demolish him, man.
he ain't got a chance. I mean, a lot of people complain about his age, but if you want seen his workouts, it looks just like he did. Maybe not in the face, but he looks like he could still kick somebody's ass. But if he loses, that's gonna be funny because you know they're gonna bring it up in WWE because Cody's already
Yep,
brought it up that he can't wait to see Mike Tyson whoop Jake Paul's ass.
it's gonna be hilarious.
They really should have Cody Rhodes in Mike Tyson's corner. Well, that would be cool if King of the Ring was later, because I highly doubt they'll still be feuding after this match.
Yeah.
They could be, but it'd been perfect in the story to have Cody Rhodes and Mike Tyson's side and Logan Paul and Jake Paul's corner.
But yeah, I mean, like if this is on the up and up, Mike Tyson is probably gonna give him the beatdown of his life, and it's something probably that he deserves. I'd rather see Logan Paul get his ass beat by Tyson, but hey, it is what it is.
Um, Webster, thanks for watching. Facts, there we only need 1 night of it. Yeah, I agree. Like the only thing I can come around is the only reason they're doing SummerSlam 2 nights in 2026 is because WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia, and they just want to give American fans a big event of the year make SummerSlam 2 nights. But I really don't want them to do Royal Rumble 2 nights, then WrestleMania 2 nights, SummerSlam 2 nights, and then you got Survivor Series, like the four big ones. I hope they don't do 4 nights. I
Yeah,
mean 2 nights for all four of those events. The only one that needs to be 2 nights is WrestleMania because that's the bigger
I
show.
agree. Yeah.
But 2025's SummerSlam isn't going to be 2 days because they haven't announced the date yet, or they haven't even talked about 2025 SummerSlam.
Hmm.
I'm surprised they announced 2026 way in advance. But I'll be going to
That's what I'm saying.
SummerSlam.
They must be planning on going to Saudi for all that.
I think they plan on going in 2026. I think they plan on going to WrestleMania. They plan on having WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Uh oh. They find something.
These aren't even my
Liar.
these aren't even my pants. How you gonna wear another man's pants, bro?
You wear Michael Cole's pants because you gave it to Michael Cole.
I'm sorry. I've been to a lot of places in my life. I've done a lot of things. Never once have I ever wore another man's pants. Not once. Not once.
How did he get him back?
Well, Michael Cole gave him right back to him. What do you?
What the hell? Who do you guys think should be the next? I say Chad Gable.
Yeah, that's what I want. Chad Gable to be the next champ. That's who I want.
He's getting pure heel heat. His workout videos are crazy. Yeah, if anyone want to see Mike Tyson's workout videos, he looks just like he was here in his prime.
He hasn't lost a step. I'm saying though.
I think Jake Paul's thinking he's underestimating him, thinking that since he's older, he's not going to be like Mike Tyson from his prime. And when you underestimate someone, that's normally when you get embarrassed. So
Right.
yes, that was good.
Facts. That's a fact.
That's probably the best line he's had since winning the title.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's earned that respect. He does feel more of a wrestler than a YouTuber now because he's there every week mostly.
I got him a
Yeah,
kid.
this
I
is
love it.
definitely this is definitely this is definitely the best promo he's cut since winning at
Oh yeah.
WrestleMania. That was a really good promo.
He got me ready to watch Cody beat him.
Like like last week's contract signing got me excited to watch it. We said that in our review, but that even got me more excited to watch. I know a lot of people are crapping about it, but I'm actually excited to see Rhodes and Logan Paul. Yeah, they haven't talked about 2025 SummerSlam. I'm going to SummerSlam this year though, 24 in Cleveland, Ohio. I'll be going. Uh, Never been to a SummerSlam, but hopefully they announce 2025s pretty soon. Hope they don't plan on taking SummerSlam to Saudi Arabia in 2025.
I wouldn't doubt it if they did.
But if they plan on taking WrestleMania there, then they might as well just save WrestleMania for 2026 there instead of giving them. But hopefully the 2 night SummerSlam thing is just a one time thing. But then again, you get to fit a lot more talent on there.
Yeah.
WWE has a lot of big talent, a lot of big name talent. CM Punk, Rollins, McIntyre, Orton, Rhodes, Roman Reigns. You never know, you might get The Rock at a SummerSlam or WrestleMania. So there's a lot of pros and cons to it. I prefer one night of every pay per view and 2 nights of WrestleMania because WrestleMania is so spectacular that it can do 2 nights. I mean, SummerSlam is the biggest wrestling event of the summer, but yeah, they are planting seeds for SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
Bailey, Nia Jax, Jordan and Kirby. Who's ready for Liv to become champion tomorrow? I actually want Liv Morgan to win too. I like Becky Lynch, but she's kind of I don't know. I wouldn't say not with it, but she's just not
Blah.
she's not as she once was. Like I've never liked Becky Lynch. I've said that many times.
Oh yeah, you have.
She's better than Marina Shafir though, a lot better.
You gotta
Because
give her that.
because Becky can talk, and she used to wrestle sort of good, but nowadays I don't know if you saw that backstage segment, but she had like she punched Liv Morgan, but it was no sound effect at all. Like it
Yeah.
was, and you could just tell like I don't know, she's just not the same as she once was a few years ago. So I'd rather them put it on Liv Morgan because Rhea Ripley should be back pretty soon. They said that she was going to be back for SummerSlam. So Liv
Perfect.
Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the women's title at SummerSlam would be ideal because story wise, actually in real life, Liv Morgan injured. Liv Morgan injured Rhea Ripley. So
Yeah.
got it makes sense to put it on Liv Morgan so they can do that match. Wouldn't really her wrestling Becky doesn't really make sense. Which Becky hasn't signed a new deal with WWE, so many think that she might be taking a break from wrestling and
Hmm.
just being a mom.
That makes sense. I think it's a good time to let Liv shine, and then when Rita coming back, that can be your headliner for SummerSlam right there.
Yeah, she's not the same. Like I've never liked Becky Lynch, but her wrestling skills a few years ago were a lot better than they were now. She can still talk pretty good on the mic, but she just can't back it up in the ring like she used to. But Rhea and Becky had a good match at WrestleMania, mainly because of Rhea Ripley. But this will be a good match.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
you have to spill the man's drink. You don't touch a man's drink. You just don't do that.
Hopefully we get that next week on SmackDown. We got Bailey and Chelsea Green next.
I love Chelsea.
I've always liked Chelsea Green from when she was in TNA. She was in Ring of Honor. She was, but I first seen her on TNA. That's the first time I've ever seen her.
Wasn't she with the beautiful people? I think.
Yeah, and she had a wedding, and the
She
guy,
been crazy.
like the guy didn't want to marry her. Then she just went crazy. She became a psychotic character.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's basically what she's wearing now, but just makeup everywhere, and it's crazy. I mean, she's always crazy, but just more crazy. But she's always been good in the ring. She's always been pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. She's one of those. She's one of those talents that can be goofy, but then when that bell rings, she can get down to business.
Yeah, if you really wanted to, she could put on a really good 5-star match. If you needed her to, she can really do it.
Oh yeah.
She's a good character too, that can really get fans behind her. I mean, that's what she's done. Uh, what is your favorite SmackDown tag team? Currently or all time? Currently, it'd probably be DIY, but all time, it can be hard to say because not every tag team is exclusive to SmackDown.
Right.
I'm just gonna go current. I would say DIY.
For me, I was going to say the same thing because currently I've been pushing for DIY. I mean, if you listen back to what to all our past streams and reactions, I have been all about DIY. So I'm the same.
Yeah, I said earlier, if anyone wasn't watching, just not tuning in, that my prediction is that DIY will go against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory on SmackDown before SummerSlam. I think DIY is going to lose again, but then they're gonna get one more rematch at SummerSlam. Then they're going to win because SummerSlam is in Cleveland, Ohio, and Johnny Gargano's hometown is Cleveland, Ohio. So it'd be a big moment if DIY beat him at SummerSlam.
It's perfect. It is perfect.
So if they lose again, don't be upset because they're going to win them. Normally, I can predict this stuff pretty good. I mean, AEW is more predictable, but WWE is not so predictable because sometimes you think you know who's going to win, but you don't.
Yeah.
But I can just see that happening because Logan Paul's the hometown hero in SummerSlam, but he's a heel, so he's not going to get cheered. So if you want
Right.
one hometown hero, it would be Johnny Gargano. He's going to lose in his own home. He's going to lose in his hometown. Logan Paul is.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny right there. I would be laughing my ass off.
If he goes against LA Knight, you already know LA Knight's going to take the whole crowd away from him. He's not going to get the hometown ovation or anything like that.
I mean, if anything, hopefully they'll boo him in his hometown. That'd be great.
If he's going against LA Knight, they will. Now, he could still get booed against anyone, but LA Knight, most definitely, he's going to get booed. Well, that was much of that match.
Oh, no, damn.
Damn. Well, the match is
Oh,
over, but
Piper. You're talking about somebody who got lost in the shuffle, man. Piper, she's somebody that could go for that gold. And she's hardcore. But WWE wouldn't let you wouldn't notice that, seeing as how WWE has always watered her down. But Piper Niven, she's hardcore as hell. I've seen her in bloody ass matches. I mean, jumping off of cages. I mean, she can do it all. You wouldn't know that though, but
yeah. Oh,
oh man, damn, she is smashing.
oh again. I think they should put her in the for Survivor Series. Put her in the War Games and let her get bloody like she used to. WWE doesn't let all their women bleed, but sometimes they do it.
Every now and then.
They're more doing it now than what they were in the Divas era or something like that. But
Hmm.
now since Triple H is in control, a lot of things could be different. So, and if it wasn't for him, there probably wouldn't have been a women's revolution because he kind of elevated NXT into like they were main eventing takeovers, main eventing TV shows,
Yeah.
and then it kind of them doing it on NXT kind of fizzled into doing it on the main roster as well. So we've seen women main eventing Raw, pay per views, WrestleMania. So he's
I love it.
obviously got a big push on the women in WWE. So, all right, here we go. AJ Styles.
Mhm. I don't know, man. As much as I like AJ, how many bites do you get at the apple, bro? You know?
Might need to start from the bottom.
Exactly. Yep, he has to earn that.
Exactly what you said.
Exactly. Go back to the line.
Hmm. Curious to see where they go with this with AJ Styles.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. It seems like AJ's getting desperate now. Now, desperate AJ can be a dangerous AJ too. So,
Yeah, you asked for it, so or they asked for it. Favorite SmackDown tag team of all time, APA. Who is yours all time? I know this one tag team was on SmackDown more often because The Rock created it. He didn't create it, but the show is named after the SmackDown.
hmm
So I probably said the Sock and Rock and Sock
Rock and
Connection.
Sock connection. Yeah,
That was my favorite.
I think for me, as far as SmackDown of all time, like of all time that's been on SmackDown, is probably I think Brothers of Destruction, Kane and Undertaker.
Yeah. Besides Rock and Sock Connection, I really like Billy and Chuck. They were more
Yeah,
so
Billy and Chuck, they were hilarious.
like they were more on SmackDown, but
You can't do that today, though. You could not pull Bill
their
and Chuck off
characters,
today.
their
They'll get
characters,
canceled in a heartbeat.
their characters were out there, but they were really good as a tag team. They were really good in the ring. They were really good in their matches. They won the tag titles like 4 or 5 times. Andrade. I like how they're. Oh, did he cut his hair again? No.
I don't know if he cut it. He probably trimmed it a little bit. I don't think he cut it all.
In that one clip, it had him with short hair. I guess that was an older picture or something old they showed. I like how they've been presenting him, and they're making him a big deal.
Yeah.
Since he's been back, he hasn't lost a match. There's been a Twitter thing I put out, and people will just complain like they always do. But
Yeah.
he did lose the Royal Rumble, but that doesn't really count as a like one-on-one
Not a
match.
singles match. Yeah.
It doesn't really count as an individual. I mean, it is a loss, but it's not like a one-on-one tag trios. He's like 7-0 right now. I mean, 7 matches isn't many matches, but since he's came back, he's undefeated, so that's a pretty big deal. So they're gonna try to recruit Andrade, I bet.
I'm pretty sure of it because it looks that's what they're going towards.
Which they did go against each other at WrestleMania, so I don't think Andrade is gonna join them. Probably be
If anything, Andrade would join and take over.
yeah. That's what he'd probably take his group from him. That's
Yeah.
probably what he'd do. Uh, you see that fan behind Corey Graves?
Yep.
I really love this King of the Ring tournament. Like we've gotten a lot of good matches out of it. Bianca and Tiffany was good. We got Randy and Carmelo. Um, Dragunov and Ricochet,
Yeah.
Io Sky and Lara Valkyrie. We've gotten a lot of really good matches from it. Like it feels important. This whole tournament has felt really important.
I agree, and I think they're doing it right to the point to where they can create storylines from this King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. That's where you have gold, where you can spin the King of the Ring off into different storylines. That's cool.
No pun intended, right?
No pun intended, right? I just thought about that. That's pretty cool.
I was actually watching some of his old stuff when he was Caribbean Carlito Cool, and I'm watching like all the Smackdowns and Raws in like in order. I've been watching them since 2002, and I'm in 2004 now. And the storyline is that John Cena got attacked at a bar or
Yeah, he was
close.
stabbed. I remember that.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
stabbed. I don't know if he really got stabbed or not,
No, that was all storyline.
but it's a really good story. I think just Teddy Long's interactions with Carlito is pretty funny.
They couldn't get Tongue across the border. They couldn't get it low up across the border. That's hilarious.
Hmm.
That's hilarious. He just snuck a photo. I get someone knows when people do that to me. I hate that, man. I hate that when people do that. Oh my God, say something when you're coming near me, man. Paul doesn't know what the hell to do.
Damn, he was gonna cry.
Oh damn! You see a little kid in the front row losing his shit because Randy Orton's coming out. He's losing it.
The one with the CM Punk shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from behind Corey Graves, I think.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Corey Graves, I mean, Randy Orton's been getting a lot of pops. Like everyone's been singing his theme song.
That's awesome.
They started that in France, and everyone's been carrying over with it.
That's stuck.
I actually like singing his song better than Chris Jericho's. I don't know.
I, I'm with you on that one, honestly.
I guess he's just been doing that same song, and the crowd's been singing it for so long that it's just gotten old. Maybe that's it. I don't know. And if you notice when they come out the ring and they like now they're more often like they'll sign some stuff and then they'll give like he just gave that fan something. They've been
Yeah.
doing that a lot more. Like normally they do it during live events. Then when they've ever been
Yeah.
to a house show, they'll come more to signing stuff and taking pictures and but they never did it on TV. But I guess that's a new Triple H thing that the wrestlers are able to have more freedom in doing stuff like that on
Yeah.
TV.
I mean, because I know when the old man was there, they were never allowed to interact with the crowd unless it was a house show, and it had to
Yeah,
be after the match.
yeah, like it would have to be before the match, like when they're coming out, or after the match. It couldn't be like, of course, not during the match. But I feel like nowadays they probably would sign autographs during the middle of a match. King Wharton. That's something that he's never won before.
Nuh-uh. He's been in tournaments, but he's never won. He's never won a King of the Ring. But he's been in a few. I gotta say, they're doing a great job with that crown too. I'd walk around with that crown on.
I don't know if I could see Randy Orton wearing it, but I could see him carrying it around.
He wouldn't want to wear an iced out crown. That's sick.
No, he could wear it. Mine is DX, Curtis Andrade. Yes,
Yeah,
Curtis
I
Andrade,
agree.
Orton. Like, you don't have any commercials on yours, do you?
No.
I don't have any either. I hope they do the King of the Ring every year now, because normally like they'll bring it back one year, then they won't bring it back for another like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
That should make it a yearly thing. Like if they're gonna continue doing it like this, I want to see it every year because it feels more important now. So I'd like to see it every week. Also, if anyone hasn't already, subscribe down below if you haven't. We do a lot more WWE content on here. Our sister channel is the All Elite Zone. We do more AEW content, Dynamite, Rampage, Collision. We have talk shows, interviews over there. Just put in All Elite Zone, and we're probably the first to pop up. But this is our sister channel to the All Elite Zone, the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We normally do Raw reactions, SmackDown reactions. We've now started a weekly series of SmackDown reviews on Sunday. This Sunday will probably not be a SmackDown review. It would more or less be a King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring review because no one's going to be talking about SmackDown from the night. They're going to be talking about by Sunday to be King of the Ring and Queen of the
Yeah.
Ring. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. But we've had more ideas for talk shows on here and more ideas, different content. So definitely subscribe and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss anything. And we're on Facebook. I have the link in the description below for the Wide World of Wrestling Podcast Facebook page. Um, so yeah, definitely subscribe if you haven't.
Hmm. Now with Sami Zayn, Gable, and Bronson Reed, I can see like Bronson Reed taking the fall. Because I don't see like if Zayn was going to lose the title, I don't see him taking the fall, losing the title.
I think Sami Zayn's going to retain. I think Otis is going to cost Chad Gable.
Oh yeah, that's a thought. Otis could cause the whole thing to blow up in smoke. To go up in smoke. You're right about that. I
But
didn't even think about Otis.
if you see on Raw, uh, Chad Gable and the Creed brothers were interacting with each other, teasing a potential unit between them.
Hmm.
I think Chad Gable and the Creed brothers will end up being Intercontinental Champion. Then the Creed brothers will be Tag Champions.
I could totally see that.
Chad Gable's eventually going to win it. They can't keep on having him lose. And he's been a really good heel. Like, if
Yeah,
you noticed on Raw, like, he was getting the "You Suck" chants just like Kurt Angle. And the same rhythm, too. The exact
I
same rhythm.
did.
What they should do is have Chad Gable and the Creed brothers together, and their manager should be Kurt Angle. And just call
That's
him
not a bad idea.
Team Angle. Like, Chad Gable reminds me a lot of more so Charlie Haas, but he makes like the character persona is Kurt Angle. Like he's Kurt Angle 100%.
They came. I mean, I could see that. They all came up from collegiate wrestling, and they all studied the three. They all encapsulate the three eyes. Intensity, integrity, and intelligence. It could make a whole thing out of it. I mean, yeah, I could totally see them doing something like that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, they all three did amateur wrestling. Kurt Angle did amateur wrestling, and they pretty much all wrestle like each other.
Yeah,
They've got to do that. They've got to have Kurt Angle as their manager. And just call him Team Angle. Like it's Kurt Angle's new unit, and it would give him something to do, so we don't have to remember that bad ending to his career.
I like that. It's a good idea.
It's not a
Snapping
match.
necks and cashing checks.
It's not a match, but I'd rather see him managing a team like that, which Kurt Angle talked about it and said that he would be interested in doing it on his podcast. So he would be interested in doing it. So someone's just got to let Triple H know, I guess. Like people don't ask the right questions at these media scrums. Like they're more interested in asking stupid questions. Why not ask a question like that?
I
Would you
agree.
be interested in having Kurt Angle be Chad Gable and the Creed brothers manager and see what he says? Don't ask stupid questions.
Yeah, that's a solid group right there. Really, I mean, damn, that's really solid.
And adding Kurt Angle to the group would just that would probably be a pretty that would probably be a big draw act. Like everyone would tune in to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
I'd buy a
I
T-shirt.
mean, I would.
Like that's just money to be made right there with that. Thomas entrance. Yeah, his entrance was pretty cool. He had the fire going, and
I loved it. That was pretty good.
they've portrayed him like a big, I won't say a big name, but a pretty dangerous wrestler. I guess you'd say. I don't know. Who do you think AJ Styles should wrestle next? I don't know. That's a good question.
That is a good question. I couldn't tell you myself. I've been thinking about that lately too.
I guess we'll find out next week. I mean, he's gonna maybe he could get back together with Gallows and Anderson. I kind of want WWE to have trios belts now, but in a way, I don't because we've seen it happen in AEW and the
Hmm.
whole circus. But I'd like to see AJ Gallows and Anderson as trios champs.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, tossing them back to the outside. See, we don't have any of the other bloodline around, so maybe Randy does have a good chance here.
Just Solo. As I said, Tonga Loa's not there. He couldn't get
Right.
across the border for whatever reason. But that
Oh,
doesn't mean they couldn't have someone new pop up,
there you go. Exactly.
like Jacob Fatu, or they like. There's three brothers of them. You know, Tamba Tonga and Tonga Loa is brothers, but they have one more brother, and he's been in AEW a little bit. Hikuleu. He's the
Yeah.
he's he's 7 foot tall. He's the tall one out of them. Uh, he's they're all sons of Haku, and Haku is Samoan. Haku also has two daughters who are probably going to be going to NXT pretty soon. They're called the Tonga Twins.
Ah, yeah. I've seen
They've
them
been
on
on,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, they've been on Women's of Wrestling, and apparently they're done. They're done with WoW, and they're coming to NXT. So he has six. He has six kids. Three. No, no, no. He has five. Two daughters and three kids, and three boys and two girls
Hmm.
that we know of. There could be more, but Hikuleu could join the bloodline. But like no one knew this, but when they signed Tamatonga, they actually signed his brother the same day. They just had them debut at two different times.
That's what I figured. I figured they got signed at the same time.
See, I thought it was gonna be Jacob Fatu, but I never didn't think it would be his brother. So now you don't know who it could be. Hikuleo could show up. Jacob Fatu could show up.
I think if it was gonna be Jacob, that should be like for a big occasion. It was gonna
They're
be
saying that
Jacob.
they're worried about putting him in putting him in that group. because that he's gonna overshadow Solo,
He would, dude. He would totally overshadow
and they're
Solo.
wanting Solo to be the, the leader of this new bloodline. But well, for right now, if The Rock ends up, I feel like The Rock's gonna end up leading this new bloodline eventually. Like he's gonna be the leader, and then Roman's gonna have his bloodline with Roman and the Usos. And
Yeah.
that could be where they bring in Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu might not be on Solo's side.
See. I was thinking the same thing. Like if they're gonna do it, they will have him go against Solo. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
because I don't think he would overshadow Roman, but he would overshadow Solo.
Oh, easily, dude.
But and they can't have everyone on their side because if they want to do this, hopefully they do this War Games match with the Bloodline versus Bloodline. So it would be Roman, the Usos, Jacob Fatu versus The Rock, Solo, Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa, 4-on-4.
Yeah.
They could make it a 5-on-5 and bring in Umanga's son, Zilla Fatu, but then
Hmm.
they need someone else for the fifth man on. They technically could probably get Rakishi. They probably could.
I mean, they probably. I wouldn't doubt if they did. I mean,
I mean,
and
it's not a one-on-one match, so he doesn't have to do much. I
right.
mean, all he really has to do is do a distinct face thing to The Rock, and then let that be it. I mean, I've seen him wrestle a few years ago, and of course, he's not the same, but for a War Games match, to do a little as he could, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
But Jacob, it'd probably make more sense to put him on Roman's side because he's not going to overshadow Roman, but and you don't want him to overshadow Solo because you want him to build this new group up. But
Hmm.
put him with Solo, then might as well make Jacob Fatu the damn leader.
And that's the thing. The thing that's special. The thing that's special about Jacob Fatu is that he's kind of all of his relatives in one person. And like
Pretty
when you
much.
see him in the ring, oh my god, it's amazing.
I don't know if anyone's seen Zilla Fatu and Jacob Fatu, like their tag team finisher. So like Jacob Fatu will set up for a Samoan drop, but
Yeah.
then Zilla will come out like a Superman punch, but it's more like a I
The
don't know what you
Superman Spike.
yeah, kind of like a spike, like solo spike, and then he does it in midair. But like it's really cool. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but
Oh, it's sick, man. It is sick.
I give it 2 or 3 years and Zilla Fatu will be in WWE.
Most definitely, dude. I think they're both headed for WWE. It's just a question of when they're gonna pull the trigger on it.
He did have an interview saying that he has a different destiny than a lot of the other ones, but he also didn't want to be the first Samoan to go to AEW.
Right.
He's coming to WWE. He might want to do his own thing, but she probably will be. I could see them starting him out on NXT probably because he's a lot younger than a lot of these other ones. He's
Hmm.
only like 21, 22.
Yeah, he's really young.
So I mean, if they just wanted to have one match like for Survivor Series, just a one off, and then have him primarily on NXT, that would probably be perfect.
Yeah,
But he's good enough to make it to the main roster right now if he wanted to.
I think so. I mean, I think with Jacob, he was the MLW champion. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if he still is or not, but he was for a while.
he was like for 800 days, something like that.
Yeah,
He was
yeah, he
champion
was
for a long
killing
time.
it, man.
Oh, I sent that for RKO, but
Solo up, solo down.
oh, I go solo.
Oh,
That was a fast one. RKO. That's
oh,
probably
he
it.
hit that one.
RKO out of nowhere.
That was a good
One,
RKO.
2, 3. That was good. That was a good
Scott was
finish.
looking right at him.
That was a good finish to that match.
I loved it. That was awesome. It is set in stone now. Gunther versus Orton, King of the Ring.
I'm glad they're going with this match.
Me too.
This is a dream match.
It's an absolute dream match.
I mean, I wouldn't have mind seeing Jey Uso and Tama Tonga, but I'm more interested in Walter and Orton, to be honest. Oh, we got Kevin Owens.
Oh, KO in the house.
We haven't seen him in a few weeks.
All right.
All hell's broken loose in Saudi Arabia. Stunner.
Kevin Owens with the fresh kicks on.
You know what color he's wearing? Red.
Yep.
That can't be a coincidence. Hopefully he doesn't join them. That would make no sense.
We were just talking about Kevin Owens earlier in this reaction too.
I don't want to see him join blood. Like that wouldn't make any sense because he's not blood.
Nah, he wouldn't go anywhere near there.
They didn't cost him a title match that many times. So I don't think he would want to join.
That was a good way to send the whole show to send the whole show off. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you can do go home shows like that, I mean, and I can't wait to watch the damn show now.
Yeah, like shows like this, go home shows like this make you excited to watch the pay per view or the PLE. I still call it pay per view.
It's a pay-per-view. It always will be.
That's what I still call it, pay per view.
Because you still have to pay for it. I mean, you're paying for Peacock and
You're
you
still
get
paying.
WWE with it, so you're paying. It's a pay-per-view.
You're still paying to view it. So where's a premium live event?
I'm never going to call it that. It's always going to be a PPV.
Like
That's what it's going to be.
that's what it always will be in wrestling, to me at least. Last comments. Would you guys like to see this match happen? LA Knight versus Andrade on pay per view. Who do you guys
Yes.
think would win this? That would be a good match. LA Knight would probably
Ooh,
win. I
yeah.
don't know. Andrade could win too. It's a great podcast tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Jason. Good show tonight. Yeah,
Thanks,
it was
Jason.
a good show tonight. We normally do our ratings after the show. I thought it was a pretty good go home show. I thought the women's opening match was really good between Nia Jax and Bianca. I really liked the 6-man tag between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes versus LA Knight and Street Profits. That was a good match. Yeah, the most thing I really enjoyed was Cody Rhodes' promo on Logan Paul.
Yeah.
That was probably the best promo he's ever had. Well, not promo he's ever had, but the best promo since WrestleMania when he won the
Yeah.
world title. That's the best promo he's cut. Yeah, if I had to rate it, I'd give it a 7.8 out of 10. So yeah, 7.8 out of 10.
That's pretty fair. I think for me, it was a pretty good show, and and as far as being a go home show, it has me ready to watch tomorrow's events. I mean, when you can be excited for it, I think it's done its job. And as far as when you have the ladies and the men with the king and queen of the ring, I think it boils down to some great matches. And the best part about it is that I think there are stories being made within the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments. You can see the storylines being created, and I love that. For me, I think the whole show itself gets about a solid 8.
Yeah, Jason, give it an 8.5 out of 10. That's a pretty good rating.
Yeah.
Like the Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul segment, that made me even more excited to watch the match because last week we had the contract signing, and that really got me excited because he mentioned Mike Tyson and Jake Paul and had a pretty good exchange. But this made me even more excited to watch it. Like I'm ready to see Cody Rhodes whoop on Logan Paul now.
Right.
And what else? Now we got Randy Orton and Walter. That should be a really good match. Some could say it's a dream match. It's a dream match to me.
Yeah, me too.
We got Bianca. No. We got We got Nia and Lyra Valkyrie. They've never went against each other. Lyra Valkyrie is a recent call up from NXT to Raw in the draft. Yeah, it was a really good SmackDown. I'm curious to see what happens next week. Next week we should be getting a lot of new feuds. Because I don't think they'll be continuing Cody and Logan Paul. The King of the Ring will be over, so they won't be doing any of that next week. So I'm curious to see what new feuds we get, what directions we go, because the next pay per
Yeah,
view after King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring will be Clash the Castle. So we'll probably be leaning towards figuring out what matches we'll see at Clash the Castle. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, subscribe down below if you haven't already. We do Raw reactions, SmackDown reactions. Sundays we do SmackDown reviews, but as I said, the Sunday will be will be a WWE King and Queen of the Ring review instead of a SmackDown review. Uh, yeah, I'm working on more programming for this channel. Some talk shows we've talked about doing. I've talked about with some people. Trying new things on this channel. It is called the Wide World of Wrestling Podcast. We can do any type of wrestling, really. Uh, we more so do WWE on here, but we have done a TNA reaction one time. We've done some other stuff, but yeah. And if you guys have any suggestions of content you guys would like to see us do, definitely leave us in the comments or post it in the live chat. But if you're seeing this after the live stream, you can definitely still leave it in the comments, and we'll still take it into consideration because we're always wanting to do content you guys want to see. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, we'll see you guys Sunday for our King and Queen of the Ring review.
Peace.